Hey everyone, it's Kat with Wandering Soup, and today we're talking about getting a job in Mexico. Now, I see this question being asked quite a bit in the various Facebook groups and online discussions and things of that nature. Everybody asks this question because it's logical. It makes sense. You're coming from wherever country you have, or wherever country you're from, rather, and you want to work. You want to be able to support yourself. You don't have any income that's coming in straight to your pocket that doesn't have a job attached to it. So you logically assume, where can I get a job in Mexico, and how do I go about getting said job in Mexico? When people ask this question typically online, the answer is generally you can't. Just as simple. Most people just type in you can't and they walk away from the discussion. Well, that doesn't really help, right? So I'm here to answer why you can't for most of us. And there's always exceptions to the rule, but you can't really does apply in this situation. And let me tell you why. So what Mexico does is they have a lot of laws that protect employees. And they have laws that protect the employers as well. But they really do care about the average employee, or the average worker, and how that they can maintain working in Mexico. And one of the ways they do this is that you as a foreigner cannot come into Mexico and take a job that a Mexican national can do. It's just that simple. If a Mexican national can do that job, then a Mexican national must hold that position. So that's why you always get you can't, because 99% of the jobs are going to fall into that category. So what does that mean for you? There's always that 1% that's the exception. So there's a job out there that you want, and you meet the criteria, and it's one that maybe 10% of the people in the world can apply for, or that it applies to. So the company, after you apply, of course, and you've all agreed that this is where you want to go, and the company can't find anybody in Mexico, they would then take your information to the Mexican government and ask for permission to hire you. The Mexican government has to then vet your credentials and make sure that there's no one in Mexico that can do that position, and then they give permission for you to be hired. Your company then sponsors you for a temporary resident visa with the ability to work. And that's the caveat. It has to have the ability to work, so make sure that's on your paperwork. Then you take that visa, you get your visa, and you're good for the next 4 years. That's the best part about it. You don't have to leave, because most of the visas for Mexico are going to be temporary visas that only last for 180 days. Then you have to leave the country for 3 days, okay, to get the visa removed. All those things. With the temporary resident visa, you're good for 4 years, and at the end of that 4 years, you can turn it into a permanent resident visa. And again, that's that 1% that this is going to apply to. For the rest of us, 99% it's not going to work, and you cannot get a job here. Now, we're not talking about owning a business. We're not talking about any of that stuff. We're talking about strictly coming in, seeing a job offer, and applying for it. You will more than likely not fit the criteria based off of the Mexican guidelines for being an employee here. And that's being legal, right? And that's what you really truly want to do, because you want to get into the system here. Again, Mexico has some very, very good employee worker laws on the books. And if you hire somebody and things like that, woo, there's a whole bunch of stuff out there. But again, we're just talking about getting a job. So you still want to move here. What do? Well, if you currently have a job, I would ask if you can telecommute. A lot of jobs, thanks to the Panera Bread or the pandemic, you can do that now. A lot of jobs that weren't currently working from home are now work from home. And a lot of people are working from home in different countries right now. Ask them, can you continue? See how it goes. There's nothing wrong with asking. Next thing is look for a job that allows you to telecommute already. It's already built in, and they don't care that you're working in a different country. 3, you can go back to school, get your skills set up that will allow you to do a job that allows you to be a digital nomad. Those are really truly your best 3 options. You can also open up your own company. That's always a possibility. And then that's a whole different video, legal rigmarole. That's not for me to talk about in this video. So again, those are your options, and that's what you have to do. The answer is no, you can't primarily, but there's always a workaround. So just figure out the best one that's going to work for you, you and your family, however it works out for you. But hopefully this helps you out. And again, we just wanted to answer that question of how can I get a job in Mexico? I am Kat. This is Wandering Soup. We'll see you on the next video. Peace and love, y'all.